First set of the day was a 2-0, and now we move into our second set of the day, which will be the Camelot Kings, the reigning world champs, up against the Styx Ferrymen. You should recognize just about every name on these two squads. Camelot Kings, we'll see if they can hold on to that world championship status. Can they find a win against the Styx Ferrymen? We'll jump it in to game number one with Dave and Gore.
Grab ourselves another 2-0 team here in Season 10 of the Smite Pro League to start off our phase.
Just be a death for Paul. You've got your ult. You really don't want to use it as a disengage, though.
Sino gets dashed on by BMT. Paul's going to rotate out of mid, blinks forward. But Twig just has enough damage. Does Paul? Doesn't have beads and a dash away from Big Man Tings. Keeps him alive. Knock up from Paul onto Twig. But just around the corner is a double. And what a start from the Camelot Kings.
Because I feel like the conversation, and maybe we'll have to hold that thought, because he's actually going to get a little aggressive on basket, so Sino's here.
Twig gets shoved aside. The Fear No Evil comes out, and Variety's got damage for Sino. And Sentinel of Zeus slows down Variety. Darkest of Nights in from Cyclone Spin. And the Styx Ferrymen able to strike Paydirt for the first time this game.
Absolutely. I would argue necessary at this point, just to make sure that you can stay alive before you get beats.
Variety leapt on by Sino. How much danger is the Hercules in? A lot, but the dash away enough. And Sino's got damage, but takes a little while on the other side of the map. It's Captain Twig getting one onto Paul.
And so, if you're Twig, this may be about as cut and dry as you could get with it. Like you said, with River's Rebuke down, a nice little pullback. That Riptide actually is really what opens up that door. Paul has been very, very clean with hanging out under the tower. And then he just comes back to lane and does that, man.
Well, Paul finds a way to get it done, but is he in trouble now? Should be. Twig, fourth of the game, all four on the Camelot Kings jungler. Three of them laying at the feet of
Hercules
Paul.
with a golden blade. But then, as the game goes on, he's going to still beat. I think it caught me off guard. It still catches me a little off guard. It's not something I'm used to seeing on tier. But he's going to hit so hard with those Fearless Chains.
Cyclone is in a lot of trouble right now. Uses the Aegis, actually dashes away. Got to be chased down here, though. Sure is. Yark, his first of the gate, their way left. How much trouble is Variety in? Because we've seen this play now a couple of times. Heals himself up. And Sino goes up and over. Now I imagine we're just going to see a chase down on the other side of the map. Variety does not have his dash. Baskin shoves him aside. And the Styx Ferryman able to answer
Call for the Unifury. Unifury's good across all three lanes.
That's surprising.
Normally it's the Kings making plays like that. And so that's not going to be a fight on the Baskin. Still a TKO. Should be able to pull out the teleport here. I can't think of a reason Baskin wouldn't want to try and go in and get this beautiful line into that.
What happened to Yark? Yark had no HP, and then suddenly Sino jumps in. Now this is a bad moment for the Camelot Kings. Their carries. One is already gone. Big Man Tings is down to half. And the Ferrymen sense some blood, surging forward down the right side of the map.
They're doing this. They're going to, I mean, you have to think, pull someone in, get another kill to make sure that you can guarantee it.
Variety, they'll send out an Excavate, but he was far too early to really contest for the actual Fire Giant. The Styx Ferryman delayed it. Baskin zoning out behind, but the Styx Ferryman now going to drop the objective. Camelot Kings will not just pick it back up. Tings chunks down Baskin. But Tings is all on his own. Nobody else from the Kings got the memo. Again, the Ferryman will reset. Whoa. The Kings realize it, though. The Styx Ferryman reset. The Camelot Kings immediately pull the Fire Giant. The Kings have a Runic Bomb, but a teleport gets channeled, and it's not Variety, because Variety is just now respawned. Is a Runic Bomb going to get used in time? Captain Twig has got it. Paul is in behind. And the Kings get FG.
I love that so much.
Paul right into the Fear No Evil, searching for a kill to just bring something from this objective back. Yark dies, dies again. Meantime, Big Man Ting shoving down mid. Left side tier 2 tower is going to get worked on as well. It's only Genetics in the Fire Giant pit with the Styx Ferryman, but the Kings are unconcerned. The Ferrymen have to get this FG. They do with the Runic Bomb. Cyclone Spin as a kill onto Genetics as well. And it's a 4-man grouping, 3-man rather, from the Kings around the left side. Bird, it has taken down an active choice in the moment from the Camelot Kings to give up the Fire Giant. Gonna lose Variety. This time it is a kill. 0-5 on the Hercules.
I mean, that's just really good map play. And now they're back up to defend. They might be able to get something done here, actually.
Variety 0-5, still dead.
Look at Twig.
Kings maybe used to that at this point. Fear no evil, it's been used. Middle lane Phoenix should get taken down here. It has been just a brutal game for the front line of the Camelot Kings.
They don't have that ult. Genetics still isn't up. This is going to be a really good aggression for the Ferrymen. Breaking into the base is always a little difficult, though, right? Agni's here to deal some damage. Sino goes in deep, though.
Does, and that really just shoves back the Camelot Kings. Big damage from Paul. Opens up the fight. Baskin's 5-0 and trying to keep that death column empty. It is not. A double kill from Captain Twig. Again, it is the Hunbats calling the Camelot Kings back into this game. Knights, those are the two big utility pieces. Both the Lawbringer from Baskin. Fire Giant looked at, poked at, but not fully committed.
Well, they keep backs from happening. Look at Paul. I mean, his health bar's still low. They might have burn for Baskin as well. And that's the thing that's really opening. They just got Aurora's ult, and things like that really create more opportunities for him. CC is so great, and yeah, you called it the Oni minions. Oh, they're doing so good.
The Oni minions take the left side bird back down in the Styx Ferryman base, and the Camelot Kings, in the meantime, have pulled and secured the Fire Giant.
Look at Hardcore.
Paul going eye for an eye, and the Camelot Kings kill off Variety for the 6th time, where Cyclone Spin now takes a tumble. Captain Twig hot in pursuit of Sino. Such an awkward fight. Fear no evil just clips Sino, and it's an unstoppable Hunbats, and it could be the first death. It is from Paul, who shut down Captain Twig after 7 kills. And Paul still something to say about this fight. Big man Tings knocked up, tossed aside, but no, Tings has the burst on the other side of the fight. This is such a messy engagement, and it's only Baskin left standing.
Oh, I thought Baskin was about to follow a Fire Minion wave into the Titan room and just try to go for size instantly, but you've got EFG, so this is going to be an easy knockdown. All you have to do is be careful around Baskin. Might even be able to get the right tier too if you want to, just the 2 of them, but they do need to reset at some point. That's going to give the Kings a pretty huge advantage over here around the FG.
6 Ferrymen may have to fight for this one. The Fire Giant's going so quick, and it's the Kings who get the FG. Big man Tings, though, chased down by Sino, and it won't be enough. Captain Twig adds a kill. Sino is on a solo mission there. The 6 Ferrymen were caught somewhere between defending their base, defending the Fire Giant, and the good news for the Kings and fans of...
Pretty easy to just send a couple to one side, do exactly this. Get a bird. Fire minions on left that are about to march into the Titan room. You've got Fire minions on right that are at the tier 2 line. There's a River's Rebuke, but it's not going to open up too much. They might just get this mid Phoenix and then have to back off.
Oh my God! Baskin, oh, Big man Tings, and goodbye Baskin. My goodness, the Agni pops the solo laner, and the Fear No Evil from Captain Twig has done just about everything. Big man Tings on a triple. A quad around the corner, but it's Yark who takes it, and the Kings surge at 40 minutes and take game 1.
Look, man, I can tell you what we've seen this year, what you can know about a Kings game. You see they're going to come in and play. They're going to out-farm you. Doesn't matter about the kills. Maybe they get some
early centric picks might be a good way for the Styx Ferrymen to jump back in and try and reprise from game number 1. Can we get to a game number 3 with the Styx Ferrymen, or is this going to be the 2-0 sweep for the Camelot Kings? To find out, we've got to jump in to game number 2.
There's only a couple things that are certain, Gormizer. 1, that we're going to 40 minutes. 2, that one of these 2 teams is going to win the game.
I'm going to be honest, what I expected and what you said were not the same thing.
What do you think I was going to say?
Death, taxes, we all have to eat.
We do, and we're going to 40 minutes.
Highlights for him, though, aren't going to start until he has his ult.
Captain Twig may be in trouble. Sino chasing him down. These early level 3 fights without many abilities, just a lot of auto attacking, and Twig killed off by Paul, and an easy first blood for the Styx Ferrymen. But now Sino could be in trouble as well. Big man Tings and Variety both here. Sino has blinked over the wall. Variety left scurrying. A weird fight over in the jungle. And on left, Aurora, after his funky start, has died off. So, and Gore and I are going to live react. I haven't seen this yet. We have a clip from Genetics' POV, I believe, from game 2 of that set. Oh, I have to hear my voice, and so I hate that.
So commentary review, Dave.
So commentary
Good
review.
energy. You brought it down really well.
I did bring it down. That's good by me. Yeah, good, Dave. Yeah, build it back up. I love the taunt. Oh no, and then he claps at him. What? This isn't, that's not real. That is not real. Wait, production, is that real? No, I need...
That's why Hazer tweeted that, dude.
That is...
I had no clue what Hazer's tweet meant until just now. He said this man's out here playing chess while we're playing checkers. Parentheses, Smite.
That is real. Production confirmed that is a real...
I don't even care about the rest of this death. Let's just talk about that.
Man was...
These teams are going to play in a few minutes. There's 10 players. Look them up on the website. He's playing chess while beating ass in the duo lane. And things really start off, I think, slow for the Ferrymen, not able to get too much going for them. It's risky. It is risky, but not as risky as it was last time around. There's a little less CC guaranteed.
Ouch.
Yeah, and there's maybe more capabilities for Sino and Paul to lead the way.
For what it's worth.
Like, I would throw that and both of my dogs would be excited.
They would. They would chase it down, and they'd be blessed. Ball under threat of Captain Twig. Gonna get chased down. Oh, the knockup might be enough. Earthen Fury necessary, but Sino in for the cleanup. Paul not only stays alive, but sets the table for his jungler. And Sino's eating over in mid lane. The 8-minute mark, now we've evened up the kills. Sino's got to be careful, though, because there is some poke on the return from Big Man.
So the concept of, like, hit scan versus projectile, like, shooting.
Ooh, no, Camelot Kings get the Gold Fury, but Styx Ferrymen get the Pyro on the other side. Wild Hunt gets used. Oh, but a Cyclone's been overstayed. No, he still has his dash away. The snipes will connect. And just one more auto from Twig. This time the tower dive works out. Are we tower diving Aurora? Earthen Fury is through. It's Genetics who's tanking things up here. And Aurora has played it well. Should have his passive. Does. Twig's got to get out of range, and Yarkor knocks down a kill. But elsewhere on the map, Variety is dropped. So the Styx Ferrymen not empty. We'll see what these teams choose to do around the next objectives. Unless Sino is in trouble, which he is. But now it's Genetics who has the fight turned around. Sprint used, and Sprout not enough. Genetics cleaned up by Sino. 9 for like 6 minutes now. Genetics is level 12. Aurora's 3 levels behind. Aurora's about to be fighting at like 6, 7, 8 level deficits in this next team fight. He's got to hope that his utility is there because not much will be in the experience department. Captain Twig, he's found the back line. Bladed Boomerang. Helpful for the Vamana. Now he's just got to chase down some targets. Hasn't found much. Aurora left running on the other side of the fight. There's a good Sprout from Genetics. Locks 3 in place, and Variety's in on the team fight as well. But Captain Twig does not have the chase down this time. It's just the carries from the Kings who are going to have to get it done. Big Man Tings has already done so. But it's a retreat from Sino. And Aurora falls to 0-3. Still, after all that, level 9. He is 7 levels behind the carry.
And the graveyard around the Fury. You just had to get something, and Aurora just happened to be that thing.
Aurora wants to fight. Triple Mez. A root onto Yarkor as well. Just use the beads, and he's standing and fighting. And we'll go 1 for 1 with Sino after Aurora initiates. Variety left running now. Well-timed Stygian Torment pulls Aurora beneath the tower, but only delays the inevitable. But 2 Runic Bombs and Shred online. Cannot leave the Fire Giant alone. This is such a Genetics type play. You think he's caught out, but instead he's actually going to turn the fight. And Yark has been early on the snipes. Oh my goodness! Is that Variety? Is that Yark? It's both! And it's one dead Paul! The Styx Ferrymen have lost their mid laner before the fight has even began. And Sino thanking Paul for taking the snipes because Sino is now able to scurry away with his life.
It's such a commitment to walk in. I guess he has nothing else to lose.
Double Runic Bombs, that'll confirm it for the Camelot Kings. Though Aurora was close, he'll trade his life away. It's been a forgettable game 2 for Aurora.
Hit Paul for 2/3 of his health bar by getting all 3 snipes. You do so much for your team.
Roar, triple Mez, double root, but all the Ferrymen get is a little bit of damage. Big Man Tings, a reactionary ultimate, actually just to repel the Styx Ferrymen from going in. Variety on serve.
Very difficult to really break that base open the way that they would naturally. Reset for the next FG, then they can win it off that.
Oh man, Sino, within an inch of his life, gets away. And wouldn't you guess it, it's right when the Fire Giant respawns. It's a moment like this where the Kings won the Smite World Championship against many of this Styx Ferryman roster just a few months ago. Aurora killed off, Cyclone Spin follows as well, and it's a chase down and a burn, but do the Camelot Kings go for more? There's a tier 2 tower here. Should turn and burn the tower, right? Genetics is tanking it up. And a rare moment where the Camelot Kings are, I think, on different pages from what this Fire Giant will not last.
Yeah.
It'll be second of the game for the Kings.
If they kill Paul there,
that and then have Paul immediately follow up, and that might be your opening.
this is where the struggles are going to maybe appear a little easier. Twig actually doing way more damage to the Phoenix than I thought.
Oh my, Paul crushes Twig. And the Phoenix still lives over in mid. Maybe the Camelot Kings have done too much. It's a double kill for Paul. And it's not going much better over on the left side of the map. Up in the air goes York, and he takes one with him off the snipes. But this Fire Giant siege is over. The Baba Yaga will get out. Genetics, I don't know, this could be a long journey chasing down the Phoenix. Did get confirmed.
Sometimes that's what you got to commit for. I'm actually surprised they were able to get it. They might be able to find sign of a lot of damage from Tings. Now might be in danger because of Paul.
Stumbles away, Paul. Remember, short cooldowns here. Aegis well timed, and Paul, 3 kills in this last fight, and Genetics might make 4, but again, this is a Terra. It's gonna be a long burn to grab this kill. And against all odds, I'll wait for it. Oh no, Twig just respawned. I was gonna say a deicide for the Styx Ferrymen. Despite a 10,000 or so gold lead, what was? There's no way Genetics.
They don't want to kill him yet. They're staggering him out.
Yeah, I guess they're going to leave him alive a little bit longer.
Paul has not hit him with a single
that's
ability.
Right, you're right. Paul hasn't used anything. Really just slowing things down here.
Making
Think about
it
it.
the
Fire Giant's
hardest to
about
get
to
to the
fall
Phoenix.
off. Fire Giant's going to be off now. And about a minute away from respawning. Genetics does eventually die. 4 kills in that last fight from Paul, who's now 6, 1, and 3.
He might be able to get the Phoenix.
Actually, just the entire squad. Look at them. They're just running down mid lane. And I'm not sure they've been spotted out.
Twig, will be seen
Twig
here.
can get this Phoenix easily. Actually, he's got Emperor's armor. And what can Variety
They're going to go
do?
for the end.
Variety's chasing down the Styx Ferrymen who are on
They're on FG. They don't know what's going on.
Do the Kings even care about Fire Giant? They don't. They're in the Titan room. They're going to end the game. The Styx Ferrymen, they'll get enhanced Fire Giant, but they lose the big one. And the Kings, they'll take a 2-0 over the Ferrymen, and this one only goes 30.
Ward your base.
Didn't we see
That's
that
the lesson
yesterday
that
or the
we
day
are
before?
learning. This is, yes, that exact kind
Wasn't
of
it the
play.
Kings?
And I believe it was the Kings who make that kind of call where it's just like, you know what? We know where they're going to go. We know what they're going to make. That enhanced Fire Giant for the Kings means pretty much nothing except we can win the game.
Team walks in with the minions. Who saw that call? What made that the obvious choice there to end the game like that?
So they delayed my death, so I thought I'd cheese them. So they delayed
That's
my
right.
death. They wanted the Fire Giant, so I knew they'd be kind of like angry for the Fire Giant. So what I did is I told my team to wait behind the minions. They didn't see Yark or Jordan, and then we just went for the back door once the thing was down.
How do you rate the Kumbhakarna? Admittedly, that surprised me, just as a support player in general, and I know it seems like a very Aurora-ish pick. Was that something you feel like you guys were prepared to deal with, and clearly did deal with it pretty effectively in this game?
There's a few support gods that if I ever lose to, I will throw a strop. Kumbhakarna is one of them.
Understood. Genetics, appreciate your time. Best of luck in the rest of your matches, and we'll go back to the desk.